5. Thank the Lord.
Hey guys, Bassmaster Elite Series Pro Luke Palmer, and here are my 5 favorite summertime baits. That way I can cover from either 5 inches of water out to 35, because those fish can move so much in the summertime. They roam, chasing bait, whatever it is, but these are my 5 that help me throughout the country. My first one is the Carolina rig on a 10-inch ribbon tail worm. On my setup for it though, I normally start out with a 3/4 ounce weight. That to me is just kind of the happy medium. If I want to stay in the water that's less than 8 foot of water, I'll probably go down to 1/2. But anything over 10 foot of water, I'm going to go ahead and jump up 3/4. Anything over 18 to 20, I'm liable to go up to 1 ounce weight, because I want to get down there quick, and I'm going to be moving that bait along, stirring up bottom, so those fish will find that worm a lot easier. My second one is the pumpkin head with a Magnum finesse worm. I like June bug or green pumpkin during the summertime, either one. Just let the fish tell you what they want. I will throw it anywhere from a 3/8 ounce, half, all the way up to 5/8. That way I can, because you want this bait to stay in contact with the bottom. That is really a very crucial thing for this pumpkin head, is to stay in contact with that bottom. And really, as you're moving along, you're going to be stirring up little rocks, and maybe it looks like a crawfish or whatever it might be imitating. But keep in contact with the bottom. I'm going to stay with my 14 to 18 pound Sunline shooter for that, because this is it's a heavier style, and I want to be able to go ahead and drive that hook into those fish. And it's not a finesse at all. It seems finesse, but it's not. It's going to go ahead and get those fish and give them something different to look at. But that's on that one there. And my third one is a 7.5 inch red shad young worm. It's the bait that has helped me catch them from the time I was 5 years old till I'm 30 now. So it doesn't seem like it's that long ago, but it does. This bait has helped me throughout. I have caught them from South Carolina to Oklahoma to New York on this bait. You can Texas rig it, and I normally start out with a 1/4 ounce weight. I'll go all the way up to 1/2 on a 7.5, because it can overpower the worm. The lighter weights you can get away with, the better off I've felt with it. It gets down, you can throw it in brush piles where those fish are going to hide out during the summertime, and throw it around dock pilings, and you're just not worried about getting hung up, because you're able to Texas rig and it's weedless. That's the main thing about that bait. But you can throw it in there and just let it sit there. You might have to let it sit for 10 seconds during the summertime, because those fish are getting pressured by other anglers, minnows, whatever's swimming around on them. But that is something you have to do. Just let it sit, be patient with that bait. Sometimes the less you do with the worm, the better off you are. Number 4 for me is old Biffle Bug in the hard head. This bait here allows me to throw it like a crankbait, but you still get the finesse and less noise of plastic. This bait here is something you just throw out, and you can either really slow it down up to the, you stay in contact with the bottom. You can go real slow, or you can get a heavier head, maybe up to a 3/4 ounce, and really burn that bait through those rocks, and that way those fish will come searching and track it down and get a reaction strike out of it. Colors, I stay pretty neutral. Sooner run or just a green pumpkin, and sometimes I'll go in and I'll dip the tails of it just a little bit to maybe imitate like a perch, or any crawfish that may have that in their system. But one of my tried and trues is old DD22 for the summertime. This here's lavender shad. It's one of my all-time favorites, especially in Oklahoma. I actually like this bait a lot more in the mornings, maybe before noon. You can still catch them after that, don't get wrong, but in the mornings it seems like those fish are a little more active. They're a little higher in the water column. Maybe they're sitting on top of those brush piles or top of the rock piles, and you can go ahead and burn this bait down through them, and they'll go ahead and get the reaction to it. And after you get them fired up with this, if they might stop on it, you can go back and throw one of these 4 other baits in there, and you're going to keep catching them.